Hey fam, it's Tina from Hangry by Nature. In this video, we partnered with Destination Phillip Island to show you guys 12 of the best things to do in Phillip Island for families. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our family travel guides. Without further ado, let's get into the beauty of Phillip Island. First stop on our visit, amazing things. You're in the zone for getting completely tripped out. This is where you can immerse yourself in a world of optical illusions. Oh my god, Daddy has gained a superpower.
Ooh, feels so good. Oh.
Busted. Oh, Rafi's a conjoined twin. You're a Siamese twin, Rafi. You got two heads. Look at you. You're a floating. Puzzles, mazes, and perhaps even some magic.
Guys, move back.
Now knock on the top. 1, 2, 3. Say voila.
Voila!
Ready?
Yeah.
What is it?
White.
White.
Machine.
Let's get it.
This is full on.
Are you ready to go back in time?
Ready,
Yeah.
wrap machine. Party in the time 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 machine.
Next up, Koala Conservation Centre. This is where you can admire and observe Australia's favourite native animal. I hope I didn't offend any kangaroos. The centre helps promote koala conservation and helps protect Phillip Island's koala population and their natural habitat, which we are in right now. See it?
That's
Come on. I'll say climb it.
It's not fake, Rafi.
It's moving. It's not moving at all.
Yeah, because
It's-
koalas sleep all day. It's not a fake koala, that's a real koala, buddy.
It's fake.
It's moving, it's scratching its face,
There you go, right? Look, it's moving.
Rafi thinks it's a fake koala.
And I think it's a real koala.
Other than koalas, you can also spot echidnas, wallabies and possums in these woodlands here by just walking around and keeping your eyes open. Fact guys, koalas can only be found on the east coast of Australia. I thought they were everywhere, but there's nothing on this side, in the middle or on the west. And the area that koalas cover on the east coast is the same size as all of Japan. The Nobbies. This is arguably Phillip Island's most popular natural attraction and an absolute must-see that you need to add to your itinerary when you come to Phillip Island. Is Antarctica on your bucket list? Well, before you embark on that journey of a lifetime, you can come and experience it virtually right here at the Antarctic Journey at the Nobbies Discovery Centre. This is one of the highlights of the Antarctic Journey. This is where you can experience augmented reality as if you were actually in Antarctica.
Oh, look, give it a pat. Guys, give it a pat.
Guys.
Oh, it's in your face. Oh, look at the whale. Whoa, he just went in the water.
Rafi, to America. Quick tip guys, when you come to Phillip Island, make sure you get the 4 Parks Pass, which gives you access to the Antarctic Journey, the Penguin Parade, Churchill Island and Koala Reserve, and saves you a lot of money. For families visiting with kids, Citrus and Vine offers a delicious brunch, lunch and dinner menu with tons of options for kids and an awesome indoor play area to keep little ones like these entertained. One of the specialties here at Citrus and Vine is their amazing paella. I mean, just look at it. It looks so good. I cannot wait to dig into this. Witness the magical procession of adorable little penguins waddling up the beach to their homes at the Phillip Island Penguin Parade. This is probably one of the most popular attractions in Victoria, and you can't miss this when you come to Phillip Island. So let's go in and check out some penguins on the beach. Guys, on the boardwalk towards the beach where the penguins are, make sure you keep your eyes open. There are plenty of Australian wildlife to see around here. A lot of native birds and wallabies and wild rabbits. Just so you know guys, we won't be filming this because you're not allowed to take any photos or videos while the penguins are marching up the beach because it does damage their eyes, any flash or the blue light coming from cameras, so we won't be doing that, but we'll let you know how it is after.
Guys, that was really cool, and those penguins were so adorable. Something to also note, after when they've come on shore, make sure to check out their burrows because they're actually logging around trying to get back home. And you can see them quite up close and not just only by the beach. So that's a quick tip for you.
Be sure to stroll around the township of Cows. This is the heart of Phillip Island. Here you'll find an array of restaurants, cafes, eateries, supermarkets and a whole bunch of shops down the strip. Guys, an absolute must when you are in Cows is to come to the shorefront and check out the sunset. It is absolutely mind-blowing. There's certainly no shortage of beaches on Phillip Island. The one that we are on right now is called Smith's Beach, and it's super popular amongst families with a wide sandbank and shallow water. One that you certainly won't miss is Cows Beach in the town centre. It's a perfect spot for families with barbecue facilities, lots of eateries nearby and stunning views for miles. Woolamai Beach is also one of our favourites. It has stunning views, but it's probably not ideal for swimming when it comes to families since the water is really wavy, but just go there, have a picnic and just soak in the beauty around you, and of course the kids can play on the beach as well. The whole family in on some adventurous fun at Cliff and Climb. One of the best things to do in Phillip Island for kids. This is a really fun and adrenaline-inducing way to get the whole family active. Wow! So we've discovered that Flo is a bit of a climbing prodigy.
So they've actually got VR games you can also play here.
Pew, 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 pew.
Let's go get some fish and chips at San Remo's. I'm so excited. So hungry too. Top food tip, guys, you can't say you've been to Phillip Island until you've had fish and chips at San Remo Fisherman's Co-op. We cannot wait to dig into this. Now we got ourselves some calamari and chips, some prawns, a salad, and a fish and some potato cakes. Now the fish, guys, it's basically directly from boat to plate. So this is as fresh as it can get. Located on the scenic foreshore in San Remo, this is the perfect place to enjoy this staple Australian dish and soak in some amazing views. Watch pelicans getting fed on the beach in front of San Remo's Fisherman's Co-op on the daily at 12 noon. This activity not only aims to feed hungry pelicans, but they also educate the public on the species, their diet, and how to protect them. Get ready to take a step back in time at Churchill Island Heritage Farm. And you can still catch a glimpse of the workings of a 19th century farm right here. Plus, check out that view behind me. Roam around the island and take a look at the homestead, cottages, the beautiful heritage gardens and orchards. Cruise around Cape Woolamai with Wildlife Coast Cruises. This is where you can admire the beauty of the coast from the water. The 1-hour cruise departs from San Remo Jetty and includes tea, coffee and cakes, plus local commentary and stories. Now be sure to keep an eye out for seals and dolphins.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, we won, guys.
You guys have been waiting for this for a while, haven't you?
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, look at you, you fiend.
So here we have the original statue from Florence, David. No, just joking. This one's made out of chocolate. It's a complete replica. Looks amazing.
He looks so edible.
I know we'll be alright.
A visit to Phillip Island would not be complete without checking out Penny's Chocolate Factory for some delectable chocolate tasting. Check out the process of how chocolate is made and of course, sampling.
So finally, the rainbow. Finally, to the top again. Campaign on a Tuesday.
Guys, I've got another top food tip in Phillip Island for you, perfect for families. It's called the Cheeky Goose, and it's actually set inside a 1930s restored Tudor church. But today, obviously, it's a restaurant where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even a cheeky bevy.
looks so irresistible. It's a Jack Daniel's Chipotle sauce, slow cooked for 20 hours beef short rib. My God, that was a long one. Check it out, guys.
Andy was drooling into it as the chef was talking about it.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to dig into that. Some of the other dishes we do have is actually a beef brisket burger, which was cooked for 16 hours. So I can't wait to dig into that as well. That's going to taste superb. There is also the Australian famous buttermilk fried chicken, which you must try as well. There's also a vegetarian burrito bowl, which is DIY. You can do that yourself, which looks also really, really good.
Rhyll Mangrove Boardwalk. Take a scenic walk beneath mangroves and make sure you look up and around for wading birds that feed right here. And of course, soak in the beautiful ocean views. If you're visiting Phillip Island with kids, we highly recommend staying at the KALOHA Holiday Resort. They offer everything from family rooms to 2-bedroom units and even 4-bedroom townhouses. Additionally, they've also got kid-friendly facilities like a swimming pool, hot spa, a jumping pillow, and a playground. KALOHA Holiday Resort also has its very own on-site restaurant called The Palms, with an incredible restaurant that has a seasonal menu. When in Phillip Island, it's all about the seafood, so get in on as much as possible. And a really great kids menu, so it's a great spot to come for the kids if you don't want to travel into town for a feed. And those were the best things to do on Phillip Island. I hope our tips help you plan your itinerary. If you like this video, of course, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our latest videos. Until then, happy holidaying, guys. See you in the next vid.